Leon here, the songwriter's mentor, talking about everything songwriting. I've been talking about what to do if you feel like your songwriting has stalled out. Maybe you haven't written anything in a while and you feel like, man, I just got to get started again, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it. And a couple of videos ago, I talked about the need to take care of yourself physically. Make sure that you're getting enough rest, that you're getting enough exercise, and that you're eating right. So yeah, it sounds a bit like a health tips video, but being in good shape physically can be of tremendous help to you as a songwriter because, as you've probably figured out by now, songwriting can be very taxing both mentally and physically. I also talked about how you need to remind yourself from time to time of why songwriting is important to you. Ask yourself some important questions like, why do I write songs? What motivates my audience to listen to what I write? Just try to remind yourself of why you're doing it. In this video, I want to give you what sounds like very obvious advice, but if you want to start writing again, then you need to just start writing. But I want you to consider a practice that was introduced back in the early 90s by a lady named Julia Cameron. It's called morning pages. It's taken from her famous book, The Artist's Way. And maybe if you're old enough like me, you've heard of this book. And you can look up the specifics of morning pages online. But here's a brief description of the practice taken from the Artist's Way site. Morning pages are 3 pages of longhand. Has to be longhand. Don't do this on your computer. Longhand, stream of consciousness writing, done first thing in the morning. There's no wrong way to do morning pages. They're not high art. They are about anything and everything that crosses your mind. And they are for your eyes only. Now, in fact, I've tried this practice, and in doing the research for this video, I realized, I ought to get back to this. If I do, well, I shouldn't say if, when I do, because I'm planning to do this, I'll let you know how it goes. There's a famous entrepreneur and business coach named Chris Winfield who wrote about the benefits of doing morning pages. And here's what he had to say about it. He said, I've come up with ideas that changed my businesses. I've worked through issues that were bothering me and seemed overwhelming. I've been better in tune with my intuition and listening to my heart. They have shown me what's most important in my life and helped me to focus on that. They have helped me to leave situations and people that weren't good for me. I've been able to unlock a lot of the chains of my mind and open up the dam so that creativity can flow. Doing my morning pages, it brings me more serenity and helps to quiet my overactive mind each day. It's a good practice. I encourage you to try it, but there are other things you can do besides, or in addition to, morning pages. These are more specific to songwriting, although the morning pages exercise could actually help you unearth some lyric ideas. You never know. But here's some other ways that you can jumpstart your songwriting as far as writing is concerned. Play one of your old songs, and that will serve to remind you of what you are capable of. Another way is to play a cover tune. Now, I'm going to talk more about how learning and playing cover tunes can improve your own songwriting. You can also rewrite one of your old lyrics, rewrite somebody else's lyric, take the melody from a popular song and rewrite the lyrics to that. You could write a silly poem. Just let your mind wander and write something that's really crazy. Get out a rhyming dictionary and create some crazy rhymes. Here's a few that I came up with when I was trying to jumpstart my writing. I went fishing on the Indian River. I caught no fish, so I had to eat liver. You're probably never going to use that in a song. But continuing with the fish theme, I was in the kitchen frying up tilapia. Few things in this life could ever make me happier. And I got one more for you. We spread the kibble on the grass all around the backyard, and now the dog is happy since he has a private snack yard. Yes, I know these are silly, but it does help get the creativity flowing. I read this statement in another article somewhere. I wish I could remember so I could properly cite the author, but the basic statement was just start writing until you start saying something. And this may take the form of you picking up your guitar, sitting down at your keyboard, and just improvising. If you do that, by the way, make sure you record what you do. In case you hit upon something and you go, oh, that sounded good. You'll have it. It'll be recorded. You could try creating a list of song titles, both serious and silly. And one of those might spark you into writing a new lyric. Even if you don't feel inspired, just start writing, and there'll be times when the momentum that results will keep you going. And I got a couple of final suggestions. Go listen to some fellow songwriters. Go to one of their shows. Go to an open mic just to listen if you don't feel like playing. One other thing I encourage you to do, and maybe you've never thought to do this, listen to classical music. Sometimes it can have a relaxing effect on your mind. I could talk a lot more about the benefits of listening to classical music, but it will expose you to musical worlds that you may have never thought of before, things that are totally new to you, and that may serve to inspire you. But the bottom line is, sometimes you just gotta prime the pump, so to speak. You just gotta start writing and put away the inner editor. Don't think in terms of, boy, is what I just wrote any good? Just create something, anything. Nobody needs to see it except you. But who knows? Out of those morning pages, or just sitting down and improvising, or just writing stream of consciousness, something may come out of that can be the seed for your next great song. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video, and I'll see you next time.